Hey, greetings everyone, it's GleeCon, and I'm back again. Bringing you another episode of Lore of Warcraft, so thank you for tuning in. On the last episode, we finally finished Westfall, not including the actual Deadmines instance. We got all the quests needing to leave up into Deadmines with our Alliance character. Basically killing off the Murlocs and making our way up and around the world to pick up the Defius, doing the messenger and all that stuff. So stay a while and listen as we take a little detour. We're going to run Deadmines with our Horde character in a few episodes as well, but there are technically some neutral quests. All of the beach quests in losing my mind here. All of the beach quests in Westfall are neutral. So we're going to make a run over there and do our best. We're actually going to be stuck there for a little bit of time. So let's just double check what we need here. This armor was better. I just want to sell off because we are going to be trapped without the ability to sell for quite some time. So what am I don't think I'll save this. Oh, I'm leather working on this account. Holy cow. That's just how far off I've been. I guess that would explain why I have all this leather stuff. That makes sense. That's a main hand weapon that can go with the shield if I ever decide to go that route. The problem with us is that we are going to be... Let me go ahead and at least turn some of this leather scraps in to light leather. We are going to be starved for bag space as part of this journey. Oops, let me cut that off. Because, yeah, so now I have one leather scrap. I'll toss that if I have to. I'll toss some of these mana potions if I have to. We'll do whatever we can with this. I guess I'll make these heavy linen bandages, although we are gonna... So I'm just basically... We're lightening our load like a bunch of miners, I guess, in preparation for... I might as well... I'll probably have to drop that anti-venom, just different things. I'm gonna have to get rid of it. Because our bag space is ridiculously light, and... Once we get into the actual dungeon, we're just out of luck. I mean, we'll be able to sell right before the dungeon as well, but... Alright, so we have to first make it to Westfall. I don't know, this might take us more than one episode, again, depending on RNG, because we have a couple things that we need to do here. We need to go... First of all, we've got to travel to Westfall. It's actually not that terrible of a travel. It'd be better if we were a druid. Because we have to take this over to Booty Bay, which we've already done this run kind of with our... like, in reverse. And then we need to swim up from... Actually, you know what? We should go to Gromgal. Let's do that. I brought myself over here because I thought it would be better to take the boat to Booty Bay. But actually, the Gromgal base camp would be a better jumping off point. Now that I think of it. Because I forgot we could take a Zeppelin right up there. That'll at least cut the Booty Bay or whatever, the Stranglethorn Vale in half. That'll help us some. So, I don't remember why. I kind of think we swam down the coast from Westfall to Booty Bay. When we did our human going over to Durotar, and so now we're kind of doing this in reverse, but yeah, we can at least take a small jump and go to Gromgal. At 18, we'll get some level up stuff, so... But we're going to miss out. Let's just find out, because we have some time to kill as we travel. So classic shaman skills, not talents. Abilities is what we want, because Talons we already kind of know. When the next 2 levels we're doing Thundering Strikes, and much like our at level 20, where we will be getting the commanding whatever seal of command for our Ret. We have a game-changing stuff at 20 for her because she'll gain 2-handed axes and maces, which will open us up a little bit to some cooler weapons. At this point, and we're very close to 18, we'll probably be 18 before we even run Dead Mines. So, but the traveling is so annoying we won't actually do anything about it. I'm pretty sure this is the one to Gromwell.
Take a trip to the wonderful, gorgeous tropical jungle.
Alright, so let's see what we would be missing out on at 18, and if it would make us cry to not go back and get it. Those are all season discovery powers. Okay, there's a few. So we would gain Tremor Totem. That just wakes you up. It breaks you from fear, tremor, sleep. Really only useful in a dungeon. Or I guess if you knew you were going to do it, you could drop it in lieu of a Stone Totem. Like if you knew you were going to fight a mob that continues to fear you or charm you or whatever. There's the Undercity one, of course, not ours. Our bust did not come first. So, not a big loss. Flame Tongue weapon, rank 2. We don't use Flame Tongue weapon. Maybe in the context of dungeons, we might switch over to that instead, but not a big loss. Flame Shock 2. Okay, that would be nice, but not a game changer for us. Healing Wave 4. So, an improvement to our healing. Ooh, that is a big one. That's an important one. So our healing is going to be lower. 155 mana, and it gives us 328. So it basically... It's twice the healing for twice the mana. So as far as that goes, it's not the end of the world. We would just... It would cut. That would save us the time. We'd be faster with our healing. So overall, not the end of the world. Second rank of Stoneclaw Totem. Whatever. We're not going to be using that in dungeon content, so I'm not super duper worried about that. That's it. Wow, rank 4 Season of Discovery Healing Wave is significantly weak. Why is it so much weaker? Oh, it's an insta-cast. So it's basically healing wave rank 3, but as an instacast. Interesting, interesting. So, I mean, nothing. She doesn't have anything in her kit right now that's like, oh, this is the end of the world, or I'm so reliant on that. But if I was healing a dungeon, it would be cool to have that better heal, and we won't have it. So instead, we're going to have to just be quicker, or we're going to have we're going to have like more chunks. So I'll be spamming more heals. Whatever, not the end of the world. At 20, there's a whole other sort. I mean, Shaman, I think they have the largest kit out of all of the classes. Warlocks are pretty big, but Shaman are real big right behind them. At 20 is when we get our Ghostful form, which is awesome. We also get our healing. We get Frost Shock. We get our second heal, finally. Frost Brand weapon. We upgrade our Lightning Bolt, our Searing Totem. So 20, and we can gain access to our Water Totem. So that's going to be nice too. Alright, so when we get to the beach here, we're going to be coming up the southern beach of Westfall. So what we'll do is we'll pick these quests up, and then we'll march our way up the shore, killing Murlocs as we go, almost indiscriminately. But we really want the Booty Bay, this Captain Sanders' Hidden Treasure. And then eventually, when we get to the north, we're going to cut over to fight some golems because we're going to need the 5 flasks of oil. So we have a lot coming out ahead for us. I can actually jump off in the water right now. We don't even need to worry. Now, technically, there are potential Murlocs out here, but they don't usually swim this close to the surface, so we should be okay. So we jumped off in the water. That means I did not get the flight path. Oh well. If we die, I don't even know if dying would cause us to save time or not. But see, you can actually see the quest right there we're trying to go to. There is a little spot right through here where it's like dry land. Also, I don't know what the heck this Mariana Trench thing is right there, but it's spooky. Now, the Murlocs under here are redonkulous. I can't remember if they're around 35, 30. They're too high for me to see. They're in the 35 to 40 range. They're elite. So there's something that our future selves will have to deal with. Oh. Just basketball is so much fun, fun with the ridiculous stuff that these people get into. I guess, I don't know. I guess Patrick Beverly. I'm pretty sure he's on the Celtics, but I can't remember. No, he's on the Bucks. That's what. And they got their butts whooped, and in the middle of them losing, he chucked a ball at a fan. Ridiculous. I just can't believe that kind of stuff in the like. Ooh, whoa! I don't like that croc over there. You don't want to be. See, this little piece right here is the most dangerous part of the sea journey. You just kind of have to be aware. But yeah, and even in the Timberwolves game on Monday, when like on the bench, the players were like throwing heat packs and towels and stuff at the other team and at the refs. Like, I can't imagine like that happening in, say, the NFL or something like that. But the NFL, I mean, basketball is so much more zoomed in and intimate than most other sports, except for maybe like tennis or something like that. I think you could see some of that bad behavior more often. I mean, sports is... I get it. You can get very heated, and it wraps all the competitiveness of everything else in with our natural human emotions under stress. Speaking of stress, the stupid auditors did not come today. They jumped me again. So they they went to the smaller site today and saved the best for last, I guess. They'll be coming tomorrow. So what they've done is created an entire week of having to go into work an hour to two early every day and have like total stress. So thanks, auditors. Thank you for on the busiest week of my entire work year, cutting my sleep hours by about 8 hours this week. So, thanks a lot, guys. Which, I have a subscriber that's a new subscriber, and he's been commenting on the past videos, so I appreciate that. But he said on the last video, I think the one I made last night or the one night before, he said, I'm really envious of the time that you get to do with your hobbies, and on the one hand, I do have to like admit that I'm blessed and everything is relative, but in the midst of this week, where I'm on week 2 of working like 60 to 70 hour weeks, and what you see on this show is basically what you get. Well, really, it's probably double, because almost as much time as I spend making this show, I spend that much time doing a dry run on another account. So this times 2. And I was like, it was just the wrong week. My first reaction was like, what? You are jealous? Like, my body feels like it's physically breaking down. My eyeballs are burning. And there's no end in sight. Well, there is an end in sight. It's just about 10, 11 days away. Then I'll have a nice week at the office it'll be a full-time week. We're in Westfall, babies. But it'll be a lot of buttoning stuff up. It won't be that bad before I can have some light weeks and some work from home, and a lot of computer stuff will be in my future. I think on the 15th I have big data disaggregation type stuff. Alright, so, you know, in hindsight, my knee-jerk reaction, that's just me in the moment, in my feels. In reality, you know, I recognize that I'm blessed. You have to be, you know, for me, I have to stay hungry because I think, like, I came from, not nothing. There are people that literally come from nothing, but my, you know, we were below, probably for much of our life, we were below the poverty line. You know, you know, I don't want to play my own violin here, but... So these are the same ones we did before. He says, this time, don't be alarmed, tauren. I've long since passed from this land, but I intend no harm for your kind. I've witnessed too much death in my time, but my only wish now is for peace. Perhaps you can help my cause. And if you remember, he says, the night the lighthouse keeper's family died. I'm not even going to do the voice since we did this one in the past couple episodes. I watched helpless as old Murk-Eye led the attack, but what's done is done, and now my concern is for the lives of the sailors on the Great Sea, whose ships come close to the perilous rocks of the coastline. With no one to keep watch on the flame, the responsibility has fallen upon me. Help me keep the torch lit by bringing me 5 flasks of oil from the harvest monster. Coast isn't clear. You probably noticed all the shipwrecks along the coast. The Great Sea is treacherous indeed. The coast of Westfall needs to be kept clear so that if sailors find their way to our beaches, they're safe. The Murlocs are trouble enough. Kill 7 Tidehunters, 7 Warriors, 7 Oracles, 7 Coast Runners, and I'll see to it you're rewarded. And the Coastal Menace. When my life was ended upon the rocks, I had no clue what the afterlife held for me. The lighthouse was black that night because old Murk-Eye had scared the keeper's family off. They returned and relit the flame to raid the lighthouse once again. The second time the family was not so lucky, and before my eyes they perished helplessly. Slay old Murk-Eye if you see him along the shore, and bring me one of his scales, and I shall reward you. Alright, we'll take a peek at that stuff. But I will avoid going down self-pity lane here, and I'll just basically say there was a lot of stress about finances and what we would have growing up, and one thing that was always really important to me was never wanting to do that again myself. Like, I never wanted to stress for food. I never wanted to stress for, you know, any of that. So I always worked really hard at that. Okay, so I did pull 2 here. We're going to see how this goes. Okay, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to... that is a real... I die. So we got that one in. That was a little tight. Okay. Now this is going to just be war of attrition here. So I used a potion. This was pretty bad. My character obviously can barely fight the 2. I don't have a lot of stuff. Maybe I'll hit the searing totem. Maybe that'll help me out. Okay, yeah, I don't know. There we go, let me get another heal off. Okay. This is tight. This is a tight one. It's gonna probably run soon, yeah. There we go. Woohoo, doggy. That was close, baby. Okay. Whew. Let's use the Scroll of Spirit to help me out, and a Scroll of Protection to help me out, and we'll drink this Troll's Blood Potion. I need everything I can get, really. Alright, so... that opens up all that stuff. And, yeah, we lived, so... Whew. These guys are definitely hard. That's 19. I'm only 17, so... when I was 17... I guess I'm gonna work myself further down the line. This is probably not the best place to fight these guys. I think they're We can probably get some more isolated. I don't know why that guy laughed at me. Maybe he's laughing that he's seeing a Murloc in Westfall. Maybe he... I don't know. But I gave him a kissy poo. So, we are also looking... Well, we need old Murkai too, so I don't want to go too far without having to fight old Murkai. If I can isolate old Murkai, great. Alright, here's the Murloc. The Moracles. Like that. Alright, so we need to fight these... What I want to be able to do is fight them one-on-one. Oh yeah, look at this. It's juicy. Oh, he resisted me. Jerk. Oh, we got a scroll of agility too? Yeah, let's use that. Alright, so we now have 3. Yeah, if we can fight 1, it's a lot easier. So I don't have to worry about... I can maintain my lightning shield. All that stuff. It's a whole different story when I have... Yeah, now he's gonna run, but I can chase him a little bit. Whole nother story when there's just 1. Alright. How's our fishing level up also? Alright. We are behind. Alright. We'll go over here and then I'll fish a little bit too. I'm gonna fight this guy. My weapon's gonna expire in just a second. Hard to level a druid as a healer? I'd say none of that's really hard with Classic. But Feral is definitely the easiest, yeah. I'll give you that. Alright, we need 5 points of this. This is just going to fill our bag space up with more. No worries. Uh-oh. I need to switch to my weapon. Don't love that. He's gonna run in just a second. As I say, I'm not gonna be able to pursue him very well in the water. Hey, got ourselves a clan. Let me move down just a pinch. That was too close to the old Murloc spawning spot, I guess. But yeah, actually, think about when we were fighting the oracles with our paladin. This is way easier because we have an interrupt. Just the addition of an interrupt is game changer when you're fighting casters, but particularly healers. Alright, 81. Got ourselves a point. So we are almost a quarter of the way done with that quest, but we are also... I mean, traveling here took us a little bit of time. I want to say, let's see where we're at with time. We can turn that off. Yeah, we're at 23 minutes. We're already almost halfway into this level. I might have missed my thing. I should just recast. That's the one time fishing. It's when you're fishing, going to another screen is not a good idea because it's always that time when you get like a 2-second cast. I'm just getting blown up with the funny sports stuff right now. There's a I guess there's an Ohio State quarterback named General Booty. So that's just a great name. One, imagine having a last name be Booty, and then you're like, I'll name my kid General. General Booty. Okay. What was that? A message in a bottle? What's that? Oh, it's a scroll of stamina. Cool. I accidentally messed my cast up, but yeah, look at all that. We got every buff under the sea right here. Literally. But yeah, so we'll be okay even with all this. We do need to kill. Need to. You know, puberty's hard, and I appreciate your guys' support. It's been, in addition to the voice crack, I've also been, I'm starting to get hair in some interesting places. So, alright, so now what we're gonna do is we're locking this bad boy down. Okay. Come here, buddy. Alright, so we're gonna go. Oh, bro. I didn't cure my disease. I was too slow on the interrupt. Alright, so that was easy. Love it. I'm a little sad that we now have this stupid disease. I wish cure poison also cured disease, but it is what it is. At least it's only 2-minute poison. But it is going to make things a little bit hard. So we did complete the Coastal Menace. Ow. We're down to quote-unquote 1 minute. But we really have that rounds. That just means we have less than 1.5 minutes. So, alright. So let's get some more guys. Even though we... even though we're poisoned, I think we're still okay fighting them. Yeah. Ooh. Ow. See, now these guys just hit hard. Yeah, like if that, I was gonna say, if that poison hit cracked at the wrong time, that could really do us some damage. Oh no. Gotta get out of here. Because that Oracle just... Oh. Bro, I gotta get out of here. I have to get out of here in such a way that I don't run into a pack of gnolls, preferably. Ow. Demont's place? We discovered Demont's place? Okay, we finally got that that poison off. Okay, we're officially a quarter done. We've killed 3 oracles and 4 tidehunters. But those tidehunters, they hit hard. I don't know what the heck is up with them. I don't know what the deal is. Alright, let's go after them. But see, they're just much more spread out if you come up to this second little batch of them. They also hit with the poison, and it's a double stacking poison too. It's annoying. Now, Slimy Murloc Scale, I do actually think that that's a... I think that's like... I don't care, smite me. I think Slimy Murloc Scale is... like... a leatherworking thing. Okay. So far we have not been fighting, we've not been getting the treasure chest too, but remember, it's actually the easier mobs that get you that. Yeah, I was going to try to avoid hitting him with that extra thing, but yeah. Oh, that guy died. Haha, the one that laughed at me, he dead. Come on. I mean, I shouldn't laugh. My mana's really low. I have to. Okay. Guess I should open up these clams. That'll help me. Oh, I got a small lustrous pearl. Okay, we need 1 more Tidehunter and 2 more oracles. Oracles are actually a great fight for us. Love it. Oh, away from your friends. Avast ye, matey. If I'm helping a pirate, I get permission to talk to the pirate. Run. Run from me, fool. Alright, I guess I'll drink some of my Wawa. I'll drink some Wawa. I don't have any food. If there was a fire, we could cook something, maybe. Could I cook some clams? I could boil some. I don't think that guy at the end, that fishing guy, I think he's like hostile to. Could cook some rainbow fin albacore. But I think he's hostile. Oh, I wonder if there was a fire at the lighthouse. I wonder. Oh well, I'm not. No, it's not that much. It's not that special. Okay, let's reapply our makeup. Yeah, so far these guys stink. So I guess there's always something against everyone, but these stupid tide hunters, I really don't. They're almost like fighter mages. I don't know what they're. I think they have a racial skill to be in. No, they hit you with a poison. They have also a frost. Frost thing. Okay, we need one isolated oracle. There's one right there. I think I'll get him. Wait, he's gonna pull. Okay, he didn't pull anyone. Thank goodness. These guys are definitely just straight up priests because they have a hot that they put on themselves. Okay. Yeah, they put the hot on themselves, and they also put a regular heal. No, they don't do regular heal. They have a smite. Alright, so we did that. We're halfway done. We've completed all of our oracles and all of our tide runners. We've completed Old Murkai. So we've done the hardest beach stuff. Wait, have we not done Old Murkai? No, we did. Oh, he's only showing up there because he can hypothetically drop the map too. Alright, so we need warriors and coast runners. But we also need not oracles. We also need the netters or whatever they are. The netters and raiders have that highest drop rate. And like I said, like we're halfway through our episode. That's what's gonna make us slow down and take more than one episode to prep. Will be how. Oh, that's a netter. That's a hunter. Screw those hunters. I hate them. Okay, we're not fighting any of these guys. We'll have to already come fight some of them right there, because this is where the step one for the booty hunter thing is. Okay, warriors. I don't know if that's going to be a good one for us or not. Normally I'm like, yeah, I like fighting the warriors, but maybe I don't. Maybe I won't on this character. I also like the tide hunters. Never bothered me before, but they're kind of hitting hard. There's this guy. I want to fight him. Let's get him away from his friends. I'm gonna drop this totem and this one. Okay. Oh yeah, look at this guy. He's easy. He gave me Slark skin. That's male armor. I can't do anything with that. What are you doing to me? That's the hunter's pet right there. So I want some of these warriors, but gotta pull them smartly. Okay, so let's see how. Now the good thing is they're only level 15, so right off the bat they're gonna be a much lower level for us. They don't do anything other than come up and fight us. Give me a potion, so that's good. This right here is where it's at. Treasure. Step 1 to the booty grade, the Sanders treasure thing's at. Alright, so we got 2 warriors. There's more warriors. I'm not going to worry about fighting that hard. Remember, this is where perpetual buzzard fighting can be found if for whatever reason you want to hunt buzzards or light feathers. This is a spot to do it. I actually feel like even though we're at lower level, this has been, as far as killing the mobs, this has been as easy, if not easier, with this character. And it might just, I mean, it might just be in my head. I don't know. Oh yeah! Alright, so we gained another crit with our weapon. We're up to plus 4%. But we don't gain anything special. As we're not leaving Westfall. It's too much of a journey. But we did level up, so we are level 18 now. I do like that. Great. We are oh, I never sold that one. I should have sold that. Don't want that hunter. So I did mess that up. We do need to kill 3 more warriors. I'm not doing that. I see like 3 right there. Not even counting. Look at that one. He's just living his life up there. Up on the top of the hill. Well, we're going to be fighting a second one. This is, remember we died last time. Okay. And it was right around here. I think it was exactly right here. Because you have this stupid hunter, this stupid warrior, and the second one, and then I think we got hit by a crab or something like that. Alright, so we only need 1 more warrior. There's one over there off to the side. We'll go for that one. Remember, like I said, we're also going to need to... I want to cut through there without fighting that stupid hunter. There's one. Come here. Alright, at least we'll have all our warriors now. None's too shabby. Alright, so we're 3/4 of the way done. Alright, fine, we're gonna have to fight this crab to make our way through. Okay, what can the hunter do to us? How annoying is he gonna be? In the rock, paper, scissors of World of Warcraft, how does Hunter v Shaman go? Because weird hybrid rogue mage thing obviously trumps Shaman.
I can't carry anymore.
We're actually doing pretty good in terms of bag space and stuff. We're doing better than I thought. It's gonna all get screwed eventually because we still need 7 coast runners. I'm gonna try and hold off on grinding for the map until we kill our 7 coast runners. These netters here, they are I've talked about this before, they're one of the top 2. We're gonna have to go up and we're gonna be throwing, there's no way around it, we're gonna throw a lot of stuff out. I'm gonna probably throw away this 1 ruined leather scrap. I'll probably throw away one of my stacks of mana potions. Guy's name is Dallas. We're gonna throw away stacks of Murloc eyes as we find them most likely. I'm gonna throw away this anti-venom. What are you? My timing was off on that. I mean, he started fighting me, so I'll take it as a sign that I'm supposed to kill this one. No. He didn't give me the map. What is this? A boat full of netters and oracles. Alright, so we need the coast runners now. Not the netters. Coast runners are that's a minor oracle. So now we're on to the smaller babier murlocs. And I would say we would actually be okay, even with the murlocs, even with getting some of the treasure stuff, if it wasn't for also having to grind the harvesters, which is a whole nother loot table. That's just gonna screw us. Like, we're gonna get all that okra we don't need. Alright, so we're getting... There we go. There's a coast runner. This is what we need now. Okay, so what do the coast runners do to us here? I mean, one, they're weak. They're still with XP, though. They're still good XP. They run pretty well. Okay. That's another coast runner. I'll take that. Okay, they offer a poison. So these are like the weaker versions of the Tide Hunter. Tide Hunters, yeah. Yeah, I don't need the Murloc eyes. That does nothing for me. I mean, they sell for an okay amount, and they stack. Yeah, I can toss probably this cloak at some point. Yeah, so now we're full. So now it's going to be strategic.
I'm out of range.
Strategic grinding, I guess. Having that right there is kind of annoying. Actually, maybe I need to move it at least for this. Move my bag up, like move it right there for now. Don't need that. All right, so we only need 3 more. So we have only 3 more chances to actually, like, without having to grind, get the drop that we need.
Inventory is full.
Of course it is. Okay, we're gonna toss the cape.
I can't carry anymore.
Really, we're out of clam meat spots too. Okay, well that one I'm gonna keep because 1, we can cook with it, and 2, it stacks, and we're gonna get a ton more of it. Yeah, I'll throw this leather scrap away too because I would like to keep the Murloc eyes. Because that's something that stacks. Anything that stacks, it's worth keeping. For convenience sake. Okay, we got 1 more Ghost Runner to kill. And then it's all about killing raiders and netters. Okay, well, I guess we're going to be killing raiders and netters sooner rather than later. We got all the things that we need to kill. Look at that. I barely hit the thing like 1 time. Okay. Alright. Now we are on full grind mode. Boo. I was hoping we would get lucky. That doesn't mean that our luck is, like, terrible. But we did not get lucky, per se. I feel like even if we get it during this episode, then our luck was fine. If we only have to grind for 20 minutes or whatever, or 20 minutes or less, that's... Like, I've done this. I've had to grind. I've definitely spent hours multiple times on grinding for this quest. And this is the last time I'm going to do it. Because after we do this run, I'm moving on. I don't know that I'll ever play Classic again. Honestly. Maybe at some point in my future. Other than with my wife. I don't know. But her and I are past this. My trial run people are both past this. We're past this. I'm not rebooting for this show. Like, we gotta move on because we got so much content to cover over the lifetime of this show. I can't be messing around. There's just so much content that I have to do that I've been ignoring for a while. So now we're getting to the point where we're killing them a little bit fast. That we're going to be affecting our mana on the other side that way. Okay, we got a Murloc eye. I want that Coast Runner to get that on. I'm not going to use an extra shock to kill him. I'm at least going to minimize my losses that way. If I have to, I won't be able to initiate with a flame shock anymore. But... Alright, you little so-and-sos. Fighting 2-for-1 deal here. Murloc eye. Okay. He's gonna need to reapply that soon. We're just having a dodge fest with each other. Alright. Alright, my mana's getting low. I think I'm gonna have to do a heal and a drink maybe after this. Not to mention we're gonna actually get some non-throwawayable crap when we do the pirate stuff. So we're gonna be tossing a bunch of stuff. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I'll, rather than tossing, what is this? I'll drink some of these. There we go. Alright, so we're at the top of the map here. Let's drink some of those mana potions. Why not? Because otherwise I'm going to be throwing them away. They sell for such little. They're getting thrown away. It's happening at some point, but we're going to be throwing away everything except for green gear in the long run. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is a pretty, I mean, at least we're still getting XP from all of them. So this is not a pointless grind. Okay, we got another scroll of spirit. As those start to expire, I will add those on too. We do have those. I need to add this as well. Okay, we got people coming out here as part of competition. We got 2. Okay. Okay. That's that guy, Leroy's Whack or whatever. He is just still grinding along, just like me. We're both living our lives. I think there's 2 over here. Yeah. It's fine. Got a warp cloak. That's going to require a toss. So, let's... Oh, I already got rid of that scrap. So, what's next? 4 seconds late, and I can get rid of this. I don't want to do it yet. Yikes. I guess we'll wait until I need to. Alright. Now what I don't want to do is send myself too far down the shore. I want to get back to around the area where I'm fighting raiders and netters. That's your prime grinding target for this. Not the easiest, but it's certainly the prime. I'm going to rebuff up to as these things expire. Just to get some of that out of my inventory. I guess all my light potions, I'll be tossing those. So this is a prime candidate. Oh yeah, the anti-venom. That's what I can toss right now. I don't care about that. Let's get that thing out of there. Alright, raiders. These are probably my favorite things to grind on because they're very easy. They have the highest drop rate and they don't do anything. Alright, we're down to about 15 minutes, so we spent another 5 or so minutes grinding. And got it. Okay, so we're going to be... The potion still has an hour left, but looks like my protection potion can come out, as can a spirit potion. Got it. Another raider out there. Okie dokie.
Inventory is full.
Okay. What is this? Oh, that's the scale of old Murkai. You come to me, bro. Heal that myself. Use one of those to heal up a little bit. Just to start burning through some of these weaker potions. Alright, let's go after the minor oracle. Oh, that's what I need to save. So when you fight those...
I can't carry anymore.
Alright, what else can I toss? Now I guess I'll toss this gray cloak. I would prefer not to toss the meats because I'll use those for cooking. Oh, I see a 10 stack of Murloc eyes. I'll toss that. There we go, because I have another 9 stack up there, I see. Alright, so now that I see these guys... Look at that soon. Now that I know that they heal, try to save. Okay. Alright, we got another 10 stack of... I can, I guess, ultimately throw 10 stacks of clam meat away if I have to. Whatever it is, what it is. Alright, so they're both going to cast at me, of course. Right. I'm gonna save that one for...
Inventory is full.
Okay. That clam meat, that gives us one
I
spot.
can't carry anymore.
We'll throw away a 10 stack eyes. Okay. Open up the clam meat. And then that gives us a weapon. So this becomes like another like Tetris-like metagame within the game. Is us managing this limited inventory space that we have. Oh, I got him too slow. Having the stupid bag space up gets me. I would add one more space if I would have sold that shadow one. I just forgot to sell that. Alright. So far, so bad. We've done 10 minutes of grinding for this. And I've not the worst. I've spent hours. You can get this at Horde. I have done this recently on a Horde character. So I can confirm it has nothing to do with that. It's just annoying sometimes. The worst drop rate I ever had is when I did this with Callie, and I sincerely think it took me about 4 hours of grinding. So, like I prefaced earlier in the show, this could be our life for a while. Or maybe I said that on the last episode. And this might just be our life now. At least a few episodes, but we'll see. I guess I'll come up with some songs, maybe some long-form jokes.
Inventories.
I am a fan, I gotta tell you. I am a fan of the long-form joke, for sure. Those, what else am I gonna do? What else am I gonna toss? How are those slither skin mackerels? Okay, I can toss the slither skin mackerels because they don't raise my cooking. I am a fan of the long-form joke. And by that I mean like the story joke. I'm not gonna tell it now, but maybe I will pull out one of my old favorites. There was a joke I used to tell. Maybe I'll tell it if we really and truly do have a joke that's all the grind. And I know that there's a large possibility we're just gonna grind for like an hour or whatever. I will bust this joke out, but
I can't carry anymore.
it was one of my... So I used to tell it to my kids all the time. They loved it. Oh, wait, I have... Oh, my agility wore off. So what else do I have? I have protection. I have protection in spirit. I think I still have a lot on my regeneration potion. Yeah.
Inventory is full.
The Rainbow Fin Albacore, I really want to save if I can. How's that? Yeah, the Longjaw Mudsnapper, Rainbow Fin Albacore, and the Boiled Clams, they're all decent. I have no eye stuff. I mean, the milk is actually pretty solid. So I guess I'm going to toss weaker... I'll put that in there. Weaker items now. So like I'll toss this bow, I guess. And then now we're literally going to be throwing away. Now we're really throwing away money. So I hate that. I could throw away the small lustrous pearl, but it is a nice reagent to have. And that is probably ultimately more money than a lot of the other things. We are getting some nice money from grinding. But anyway, this joke I used to tell, it was, it's called the Purple Gorilla, the Purple Gorilla Cafe or something like that, and it is, you could, well, I have two that my kids just adored growing up. And you can make them take as long or as little as you want. You can tell a joke in 5 minutes, or you could tell a joke. You could make this joke last hours. And I've done it on road trips. The kids just would want me to tell it. My wife hates it. I would tell it as bedtime stories, and I would change it up. I used to tell it on road trips. So the premise of the Purple Gorilla Cafe, and I won't really get too far into it in case I tell it. But essentially, there is a man on a sort of a road trip, or a person, and as they are continuing both of the points of these jokes are, you are telling an insanely long story, and the actual punchline is waiting at the end, and it's like a 2-second pun. Like, this is a joke that could all be told in like 2 seconds. And but you could create this whole convoluted story with a background and motives and all this erroneous detail, and that's the kind of whole joke within the joke. Is you spend so long world building on it. So yeah, the Purple Gorilla Cafe is just essentially a story of a man on a road trip, a person on a road trip who goes to the Purple Gorilla Cafe, and something happens at the cafe, and then they leave the Purple Gorilla Cafe and their journeys back. And the punchline is incredibly ridiculous and silly, and you're really just spending all that time building up the tension, making it seem, like there's more to it. There's Brack again. For a second I was worried we were going to pull Brack. We can kill him again.
I can't carry anymore.
And then the other one is, it's called, what did I used to call it? I think I used to call it like Jake the Snake, maybe? But it is,
Inventory
it's the story of, it's the story of this guy that goes out into the desert and eventually finds a talking snake that's like immortal and can live forever. And he gives him, I'd have to remember that I think he gives the main character the ability to also live forever and some like great power, great responsibility kind of situation. And, and that's basically it. And all of the things that go along, like you basically because of that, because of the kind of openness of the setup, the whole joke itself is just a tiny, like I said, like you could tell the joke in 5 minutes or less. But you spend all this time world building. That one's great. That one's better than even the Purple Gorilla one, because that one you can literally tell, because the guy lives forever. You can make the story as long as you want. You can you can make him have an entire life story, and you don't ever have to get to the joke until you feel like it. You don't ever have to start building up to the punchline. It's so good. And my wife loathes it, and that was also part of the like inner family joke. Is a lot of the times, I mean, my wife is funny, and actually at work she's known as being very funny, but like among the family, Dad is the jokester.
I can't carry anymore.
What am I out of? More space for fucking grumble, 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 grumble. I don't know what to do with this. Fine, I'll use my last junky potions. I mean, it's going to come to a point eventually where we're just going to have to toss. What do the slimy murloc skills do? Let's look that up. But that's also part of it. Like it eventually gets to the, like, Mom's like the straight man. Just look up slimy. Leather workers. It is a leather worker thing. Reagent for murloc scale belts and murloc scale. So we do need to save it. But my wife is like the straight man to mine sometimes with the kids, like, and the kids love it. The kids love when Mom is like, thinks it's too far or gone over the top. All right, so we have basically we're at an hour here. So I've just killed off the grind. This is actually probably a good spot. We're just gonna park it up here. We're going to continue the grind next time, and that's what we'll do. So we are mid-grind. We're really trying to find Captain Sanders' hidden treasure, and that's it. That's what we'll do. Hopefully we don't spend the whole next episode doing it. Other than that, we just have to grind out the flask of oil and then turn these quests in. So it's really just a matter of this treasure, and we'll see how long it goes on that. But as it is, we're going to wrap it up right here. We have another episode in the pipe, 5x5. You know, everyone, I appreciate you. I appreciate the time that I have. I appreciate the hobbies and all the free time. Just the so much that I get. And I will see ya, all of you, on the next episode of Lore of Warcraft. Peace.